Welcome to the launch of the new TimeBlazr Monthly Forecast. It's your go-to place to use favorable timing to empower yourself, your workforce, and your client interactions. Hi, my name is Kathleen Zemansky, Business Feng Shui Master, Business Astrologer, and the creator of the TimeBlazr Business Management System to help you do the right action at the right time, every time. Today, I'm going to be covering the system, a little bit about what the TimeBlazr is. I'm going to give you a peek at the month view, a personalized view. Then I'm going to also tell you about a little bit about what's happening in the month of July, as well as I'm going to give you a good date to try out on your own, and then an opportunity for you to try this out if you would like at the end of the webinar here. Okay, here's the GOAT month, and the TimeBlazr basically is a favorable timing system. So favorable timing has been around for centuries. It's been helping affluent, successful corporations, governments to have more power, more money to crush the competition. And it was exclusive to that group of people. Well, now this same empowering techniques are available to you. So the TimeBlazr is a personalized proprietary calendar that has many applications, but here's a few to get us started. So the system personally guides us to do activities like launch campaigns, negotiations, forge partnerships, sign contracts. These are all things that we do in our business life. So let's dive in and let's just have a look at the month of July. Now, the month of July, some differences in a Chinese calendar over the Western calendar is the month does not start on the 1st. So there's going to be a little indication that the month is going to start. And it starts anywhere from the 3rd to about 7th or 8th of each month. And then it goes into the following month the same way. It's also color-coded, as you can see. Green are the indication of the more vibrant days. And the other ones are just a little bit more unstable. But I'm going to give you a peek at a huge difference that we're able to do now that it's digitalized is we are able to personalize it, and you would have a unique calendar for how you would use the system. So here it is. So this is now calculated to someone's astrology chart, and I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second. But basically, there's a couple of overlying systems on to each and every month. One is the star system, and it is absolutely based on your personal business astrology, and it would be anywhere from 1 star, like you can see on the 26th of this month for this person, all the way up to some 5-star days that are not on the most vibrant days, but they still are very usable for this particular person. The next system that is overlaid on here are specific business activities, like starting with a new client or launching a campaign, signing contracts, negotiations, marketing, accounts receivable, and even when not to meet, which is a very important aspect that we should not ignore in our business dealings. When the energy is not supporting you, it will probably just be banging your head up against the wall not to have a good outcome. So this, just at a snapshot, I'd look at this and I'd go, oh, the 16th and 17th are really good. Now, if you can pick 1 or 2 days a month to do something really dramatic and important, this is where you're going to start seeing the game changers happening in your particular chart, and to hit your goals. All right, so I said before it was personalized, so that's something that you might want to do right now is grab your astrology chart. So you just go to freebusinessastrology.com because that's how the system is personalized. So let's talk a little bit about what each of those pillars mean. This is what a chart is going to look like, and I realize there's a lot of information on here. Don't worry about anything but the year, month, day, or hour of birth. I realize some of you may not know your hour of birth, but go ahead and fill it out anyway, because at least you'll know about 3/4 of what is possible and potential in your business and personal life. And these are what some of the pillars mean. Now, there's an extensive and exhaustive list of all the things that an astrology chart can indicate to you that we are focusing on business here. So the year of birth, and again, this is just a very small snapshot of some of the things that it can help you with, but the year of birth is about your market expansion, your advertising, your website, all your social media, and your reputation. You know, like, are you at the top of your game, or do you need to build up to that, and how you can stay there once you're there? Your month of birth is about your character and your career and ambitions and what you're best suited at doing. Your day of birth is about yourself, your personal growth, if you will, self-reflection, partnerships. And then your hour of birth, again, if you know it, is about your legacies or life purpose. That's another way of looking at it as well. And then your investments and research and development, your brainstorming, ideas and things like that. So again, when I'm talking about any of these animals, and if you have any of the animals in your chart, where does it show up? Year, month, day, or hour, and then it will indicate to you how you can best play your dealt hand in life. This is what you were born with, and how do you best bring out all of the positive attributes and then help maybe mitigate some of the things that are maybe not so favorable. That's the game that we want to play here. Okay, so let's look at the month of July. It is also called the Goat Month in Chinese astrology. And so it has one very, very favorable energy happening for it this year. So if you're a designer or an artist, a writer, or in any kind of line of work that involves your creativity, this is going to be a very important month for you. But even if you're an accountant or maybe in a legal field of some sort and you have a goat in your chart, think of a creative way that no other accountant or lawyer is using to implement in marketing, or how you work with your clients. Maybe it's a deliverable that's just a little bit more, you know, let's face it, not everyone has the analytical mind that you do. You are the expert in that, but not everybody can even understand the information you're giving them. So let's try to find a creative way of delivering that information, and it will be much more helpful to you. Now, each of the 12 animals in the Chinese zodiac has helpers and combatants, if you will. And in the month of the goat, we have the horses that are very compatible, and they combine with the goat. So even though you may not have a goat in your chart, you may have a horse in your chart. So this is a month in the year of the pig, and this is an important distinction. It is the year of the pig, the month of the goat, and how does that affect everything that's happening in your chart? Well, we know for sure that these certain animals, and we're going to talk about the goat because it is the goat month, how this can help some of your animals in your chart if you have them. And then if you don't, maybe it's just going to be more of a neutral month, but there are ways that you can make that pop even more to have a better outcome for yourself. So again, the horse, is it in your year, month, day, or hour? What does that reflect? And then that horse and goat are going to combine up. You may have even actually both of these already in your chart, which is already saying that you are self-sufficient in those two areas of your life. But the goat doesn't get along with everyone. So the goat has a little bit of conflict with the ox. So this is what's called a clash animal in Chinese astrology. But you know what? In business, challenges are not always bad. Sometimes it's that push to our edge to have exponential growth. So don't be afraid of clashes. There might be, yes, of course, a little bit of planning, potential problems this month, but it's those that are going to give you that extra boost that you certainly could use this month, because the month is here to help serve you. So how can we make it the best and more even sailing, but yet have some exponential growth? If you'd like to see more about the goat, I have a YouTube channel, Kathleen Zemansky. Just go to that channel and then you can pull up and learn all of the attributes. This is from my annual event that will tell you about the positive and some of the challenging energies of the goat. But I actually have all 12, so you can just go onto the YouTube channel and then obviously, you know, get some information about all of the animals, as well as you can go a little bit deeper into what's all of those components of the astrology chart. But let's go back to the TimeBlazr. This is the day view. of the TimeBlazr. And this is what it is going to, I'm just going to briefly go over some of the components of it. So obviously it's going to be the day of the week, and then is it a green day or one of the white days from the month view, and this now is translating into a little bit more details. Now the details are going to start telling me, and again, these are moving energies that happen, but it is a repeatable pattern, so we know for certainty in the year of the pig, when a yin fire rabbit happens in the goat month, these are the things that are going to reoccur. And so for thousands of years, there have been this predictable pattern of being able to know when to act and when to maybe just hold back and do some research or do some of your planning instead of acting, because you will, if you start doing things at unfavorable times, unfavorable energies to you, that's when things start breaking down. Like nobody shows up for your webinars, nobody shows up to do your program, contracts don't get signed, things like that. So let's start shifting it to be more hands-on about when we're going to be doing a specific activity at a certain time. So on this particular day, the positive influences are about moving forward with, you know, pretty much smooth sailing. There's wealth involved in the day. There's a lot of positivity in this day and stability. Sure, there might be a few strings attached, but if you know that ahead of time, you know how to moderate your communications with the people that you're going to be dealing with. Now, these are the prevailing energies of the entire day, but each 2-hour time slot, which is the time slot in the Chinese calendar, basically now is interacting with this positive and negative influences, as well as the energy of the yin fire rabbit. The 2 best hours are the ones that have only the plus signs and that are indicated with a little bit darker color green. So, you know, we'll start telling you like how you can best use these 2 hours. Now, I want to take it a step further that, okay, this involves a little bit too much thinking for you know, the common person, and even me, I have to think about it. But now, since it's programmable and digitalized, we can create this personalized daily view for each day of the month. So for this particular person, it's a 4-star day. It's on a green day, so we know it's great. Same type of calendar, but the added benefit is knowing how much of a benefit is this day. You know, remember, it's 1 to 5 stars, and then the hours are also personalized. So for out of the whole entire day, I would go suggest to this person is to use the 1 to 3 o'clock time slot, because it's purely good energy and it's 3 stars, which is the highest vibrancy of that entire day. So if they're going to be meeting clients starting a new project, start it after 1 o'clock. So not 12:59, 1 o'clock, and not actually even 3 o'clock, it's 2:59. So you want to stay within that real vibrant energy. You will get more done in less time. If you do have to use these others that are still indicating astrologically it's good for this person, you're just going to have to look at, oh, well, there might be a little bit of pettiness around, and so I just need to, you know, avoid people and gossip and don't start any on my own. So, okay, well, we jump to this slide real quick, and if you would like to get a 2-week free trial, I would encourage you to go to free2weektrial.com, and we'll get you started right away. So the TimeBlazr members, you know, have access to an entire year. They get to see from a snapshot what each and every month looks like, and then they can start planning and reverse engineer your big ticket items. Like you've got a big program that you want to start. That takes time to plan out. Or you've got a book that you want to write, and you have everything from the start of the book all the way to publishing to promotion. Those all are important milestone events that you want to do at the right time, so that people see you, you're visible, and that you turn your time into valuable money-making positioning that is really going to help you. So I look forward to seeing you next month. So don't lose any more precious time. You're going to want to go ahead and download this right now at free2weektrial.com, and we'll see you next month. Have an amazing GOAT month.